The debate over gun control on the University of Colorado campus has been a long one, and it's not over yet. If makeup's not your thing, don't worry, there are plenty of other trees to climb. Friends and family of Avery workmen have put up these signs all around Boulder in hopes that someone will recognize her. Today is your last chance to come out and experience the 17th annual Open Studios Fall Artist Tour. A recent study in Boulder found that 56% of dogs do not respond to owners upon first command. This is why the city is discussing implementing harsher penalties for their Voice and Sight dog tag program. CU Boulder has recently been named the most environmentally friendly campus, and most of it has to do with simple recycling. Boulder B-Cycles has just implemented a new bike system near CU's campus, making it easier for students to get to class on time. It is important to take care of your body not only when you're feeling ill, but also when you're feeling healthy. This way you can keep up a strong immune system, and herbs are a great way to enable prevention. So next time you're feeling lethargic and you want to grab a Red Bull, you may want to put it down and pick up a yerba mate or a green tea instead. On the Front Range, hundreds and hundreds of families celebrate the harvest season with a visit to a pumpkin patch. Rock Creek Farm sits between Broomfield, Louisville, and Lafayette and has offered you-pick pumpkins for nearly half a century. But this year, only a portion of the 100-acre farm is open, and local, long-time visitors say that this year, things are different.
In past years, there kind of been a lot more pumpkins, and there were better ones.
Yeah, they weren't as beat up as this year. A lot of them this year have cut marks in them and are all rotten.
In the field's not quite as big as it used to be.
This summer, Colorado experienced one of the hottest seasons on record. Hundreds of Colorado farmers had to pick and choose what parts of their land receives irrigation water, and simply watch as the neglected areas dried and withered away. In fact, federal officials have declared a crop disaster in 62 of Colorado's 64 counties, and pumpkin farmers like Dick Miller, who has owned and worked at Rock Creek Farm for 15 years, says pumpkins are no exception to this year's drought problems.
I would guesstimate that we probably got about a third of the water that we normally get in normal years. This drought for many folks is actually worse than a drought in 2002, which they said was the worst drought in history.
Now that Halloween has passed and Rock Creek Farm is closed for the winter, thousands of underdeveloped and rotten pumpkins, many ruined by the drought, litter the fields waiting to be covered in snow. Any good pumpkins left are out front of the grocery store. Even when all the you-pick pumpkin patches were open before Halloween, farmers still sent people here to the grocery store in order to find the perfect jack-o'-lantern. The drought forced families going to farms to weed through dozens of bad pumpkins before finding a perfect one, like this. As Thanksgiving approaches, these pumpkins will become cheaper. Prices are already decreasing. And it seems no matter where the pumpkins are from, kids and adults alike are just happy to bring a little or big piece of harvest home. Sammy Walden, News Team Boulder. Boulder is an extremely dog-friendly city. On any given day, you will most likely find people outside taking their dogs for a nice long walk or hike. But for some people, walking dogs is more than just a leisurely activity. It's a business. When Peggy Ann Lloyd gave up her job as a paralegal, she decided all she wanted to do was walk dogs, but she didn't believe people would actually pay her to do it.
Dogs are so happy. Why don't you walk them midday, Monday through Friday? I said, absolutely. Well, that absolutely, I ended up walking those dogs.
Before she knew it, she had clients. 18 years later, she walks nearly 20 dogs weekly. Peggy has no license or insurance. She gets all of her clients through personal interactions or recommendations.
That I'm not certified, but I've been a walker for 18 years. So I figure that's as good a recommendation as I have.
It may seem similar to childcare, but dog walking is not the same kind of business. Here in Boulder, it is not required that you have a dog walking license, but if you are looking to make dog walking a full-time job, it may be a good idea to get one. The most important thing to do is to develop good relationships with both the dog and the owner, and to keep in mind that no matter what the weather, dogs will always want to go for a walk.
I just posted an ad on Craigslist, and within 2 weeks I had 2 clients. I don't know, it just happened really fast, and I never really thought about getting a license.
Despite her busy schedule, Rachel found she can make time for walking dogs. It also gives her time to get out and be physically active and, of course, make money. But it's not all just a walk in the park. It's still a business. Therefore, there are a few things to remember. According to dogwalker.com, you should become educated and certified, learn about dogs, get the word out. Making flyers, posting an ad on Craigslist, or handing out business cards at dog parks and local hiking trails are great ways to do that. Get references and recommendations, and get to know the area. To become a dog walker, you do not need to make a huge investment, and a car is not necessary. Although dog walking is similar to childcare, it seems there is a bit less stress, and dogs rarely talk back.
Sit down. Good boy.
And I just get in a meditative place when I've had the dogs for a while, and we know each other, and then all I have to do is go, eh! And they go, okay, whatever you want us to do, just tell us what to do.
Because Boulder is a small city, generating clients can be easy as long as there is trust. Dog walking is a great side job for college kids that allows them to be self-employed and make decent money. But for a full-time dog walker like Peggy, it's not just about the money.
That, I made good money as a paralegal, but I got good money, but no one ever said thank you. The dogs wiggle their butts and they go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It was perfect. They really were excited about going.
Peggy is a reminder that your job can be fun, and it is actually possible to love what you do. Sammy Walden, News Team Boulder.
Bianca, up.
Hello and welcome to News Team Boulder. I'm Sammy Walden. Jazz Studies at CU Boulder just got a $2 million boost from alumni Jeannie and Jack Thompson. And I'm Sammy Walden. In today's news, the Pearl Street smoking ban begins, the Conference on World Affair returns, and spring break photos take over Facebook. Supermodel Heidi Klum is hailed as a hero this week after saving her son and 2 nannies Sunday while on a spring break vacation of her own. But first, we'll take a look at spring break photos from CU students. Some may affect them long after their tans fade. The city of Westminster is creating a permanent legacy for a little girl abducted and killed this year. The burn unit at Children's Hospital got a much-needed donation today. 2 suspects accused of robbing a Radio Shack 2 months ago have been formally charged. If the ordinance passes in Douglas County, they will not receive any sum of money generated from the sale and taxation of marijuana. And don't forget to check us out on the web at newsteamboulder.org.
Have a great day.